Good afternoon, DJ. We back at it, baby. It is still Tuesday, December was it 30th? Yep, December 30th. The time is currently 1:27 p.m. PM session. Let's go. Just arrived at my desk, all right? Got here by like 1:26. As always, my weekly target is 5%. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. All right, excited to see what price action has in store for us on this FOMC afternoon. Excited to continue to grow and get 1% better in these markets. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the battle. News. All right, we have news. We have FOMC going into the PM session. All right, even if we didn't have FOMC, we've had medium impact news today. All right, making it an optimal day to take a trade. Risk going into today is 0.5 of account size, and we have a max of 1.5. Weekly program going to this week is a buy program. Okay, nothing's really happened in price since we've been away. Okay, to change my weekly program. All right, dollar's kind of not doing much really. It's kind of in this inefficiency here. All right. So I hate this thing always in my way. As far as my current understanding of price action goes, right? Nothing's really happened in price, okay, to change my weekly program for me here, DJ. Why does it look like that? It looks strange. But all I see is red. So electing to stick with my weekly program. All right, the trade that we were in, you can see we took buy side. Okay, okay, okay. The trade that we were in, well, not we were in, that we were watching, all right, before we left here. This was it. This was it right here. It was in there somewhere down here. Came to take opening dealing range buy side there. Lovely jubbly. This will be two here. In terms of we came to -5. All right. Oh, -6. Sorry. This 6 always look like a 5 to me. -6. All right. Probably 6.5. Maybe probably barely even made it there, but -6 on that pro trend trade there. Solid stuff there. We can let these things go. Just so we can keep the chart a little bit clean, you know what I'm saying? Solid trade there. That was, right? That was like the trade of the morning, really and truly. Arrrr! All that to say, all right, sticking with my weekly program. Let's go ahead and adjust our dealing range. All right, since we took buy side. We're here now. Still in a buy program. Session buys is still buys, okay, in line with the weekly program because we haven't taken the low. We just came into a deep discount and went to take buy side. Yeah, we dropped down into a discount as well. Could potentially be going to take buy side. Let's get our lines up in here. Not lines, you know what I mean? Liquidity up in here. Since this one's about to finish in a second. Yeah, I was gone by then. Taking buy side. Nah, nothing here for me. If you take this high and then come and take a low in the 15 seconds, then I'll be interested. But no high has been taken on the 1 minute. Let's see if there's lunch set. Let's walk through lunch session and see what setups there were for the lunch session. We are looking at these. I came down to this structure here. Okay, it's looking like the lunch session setup there. We're in premium. Same setup that we've been dealing with. We have this one. We have this one. It's right here. Doesn't come and take that. It's right here. Yeah. That was the lunch. Sexy trade there. Poof. Sexy, sexy. Let's follow the first one. Sexy motherfucker, you the baddest one. Gave you all my love, that shit can add enough, and add enough. We take this slow, be interested in the sell here. We are in EQ. -10. Sexy. Sexy motherfucker. -9, just about. I would be getting out here, so for me, would get -9, but we don't get plausible deniability here. We are watching this sell here on the 1 minute. Beautiful, beautiful trade going into lunch. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Get in my tummy. Where's that low? Yeah, we see you. No 15. Yeah, no 15. Yeah, we do have this low right here. Yeah, yep. Yeah, decent setup anyway. Really, the lunch setup was really here. Could have got something here. You got something here too. Not the best, but still yielding. Let's do fibs. -2. We'll take it. -2.5. Oh, actually, -2. Still goes to 50. Yeah, still would have kept you in 2.5. Yeah, solid trade. Solid trade. Yielded you something there. Let's take a look at this one here. Because we're watching this sell on the 1 minute here. Sexy motherfucker, you the baddest one. Gave you all my love, that shit ain't that enough, ain't that enough. There's no M1 low here for me really to be interested in this trade. Nor does it really give you a setup until this high is taken. At that point, it's gone too far. Yeah. Yep. Nothing there. Arrrrrrr. Yeah, that's all pretty much worth talking about for the lunch session. Pretty much. Yeah, that would have been it. Let's see what the cell is saying here. Arrivederci. No, yep, that is I. That is what. 3 minutes into our PM session. We got this beautiful cell set up, -1, counter trend trade. So 50% of the trade will be off. Stop will be at 75. We might finish PM session earlier than usual. Fucking hell, mate. I'm just reducing my time on the charts smaller and smaller. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. -1.5. If you want a partial, you can too. All right, between obviously by here, 50% of the trade is off. By here, we're taking 80% off. So if you wanted to take what? 50 to 80, we have 30 to play. If you want to take 10 off and then leave the next 20 here, hey, that's something I can do as well, right? I can implement. And we are 20 minutes away from FOMC. I do think FOMC is going to bring us down there to that previous daily low, to the previous week's low, to that new week opening gap from last week, the little tiny bit that's left. That's my prediction, but let's see, innit? We'll be going against session bias and weekly bias. -2, 80% of the trade would be off at this point. Stop goes to 5.5. Lovely trade. Saw it, was interested in it, but obviously we were still talking about lunch. But I saw it before it got to where it's at right now. So that's what I'm very happy about. Arr, gave you all my love, that shit can add enough. Bing had enough. We should get away somewhere and run it up. Try to fall in love. If you bring all your love and let's fuck it up, fuck it up. I know you ain't been touching none. I know you ain't the only one. Sexy motherfucker. Hey. Yeah, that's the M1 low. Below it. I'll watch this. I'm watching here. But we're already in this trade within this 15-minute period, okay? So that would allow us not to be in this trade here, but either way, we can watch it and see what are going. But we've taken our trade for this 15-minute interval already. Oh, actually, no, this would not be our trade. Psych. Because we have to take the high, all right, above that kilo, okay, and we don't. This would be the high that needs to go for me to be interested in a buy here. Yeah, come on, man, get it together, girl. Hey. That was 1.5 I was talking about. -2. Okay, cool. We should get away somewhere and run it up. Let's do the high because we got 2 minutes on this candle. Let's see what the high is saying. 744. 744. All right, same high. I'm trying to fall in love. Do you think one more? Let's fuck it up. I know you ain't been touching now. I know you ain't the only one. Sexy motherfucker. 2675, 2675. It's the same, so there's not really a high above it here for me. Like I said, this would be the high that needs to go here for me to be interested in this buy setup here. 45 seconds. Let's draw that low. Well, let's even see what the shit will be like. Yeah, that's not bad. 22 contracts. What's the stop though? It's only 44 ticks. Remember, this is seconds chart, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You ain't the only one. See you with your friends, you got it. And you gotta. All right, let's watch this one. On to the next 15. Let's trade one. This is a decent amount. 80% of the trade is off already, and we reduce risk. All right, so trade one before FOMC. Ugh, yeah, EQ. Stop is currently here. So price here will be taking us out. Ding 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 ding. Ring ding 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 ring ding 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 da. Oh, I wish they will form ahead of time too, right? I guess that'll be my next phase of configuration. Having them show ahead of time before waiting, you know what I'm saying? Just so I know exactly when it ends. Let's see. Knockdowns. That is what I need. What I need. I need. Oh, vertical only, sorry. Wait. All right, hold on. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Let's see if it will make a difference on this one. It's not shown on the second chart. 2 seconds. 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 Why is it not showing on the second chart? DJ, why is it not showing on the second chart? Then I can only have my still in here. All right, because double B at 50 is still in there. Why doesn't it show on the second chart though? May not like that. Probably the one I'd want to see on the most. You know? Ah, that's why. Excuse me. Squeeze me. Yeah, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. All right, so I can eliminate my time indicator. I can kind of, I'll just leave as it is. We still have main ones present. Yeah. That's what I want, because I want to see it before it gets there. Okay, where's 215 then? Yeah, it's only a 30 minutes interval. Okay, 15 seconds gives me 15-minute intervals. Does it? 2, 2, 7. What do I want to see 2, 7 for? 215. What do I want to see this 7 for? Oh my goodness. How do I fix this? Yeah. Listen, no, goodbye. So this was giving me 15 minutes. So the intervals of 30. How do I change the intervals? You know what I'm saying? How do I change the intervals? Go 2 minutes to the next one comes now. Yeah, I guess, ciao. I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. Good, this shit don't wanna work. Those two are done for. This one will be done for here as well. Okay, this will be giving you an entry here. We got 2 there until FOMC. So let's see if this setup here yields anything. strip the lowest low. And one map strip the highest high. Let's do low first because it seems to be edging up here. One stage FOMC, let's go. So that 15-minute before FOMC, we just leave it alone and wait for post FOMC, right? Yep. Yeah, this wouldn't be a trade I would take just because it was right before FOMC. So we'll watch it, but I don't care to see what it hits or doesn't hit. You on me? Well, our cell will still be intact for now. Mama, 2, 15 to 30, 29. Let's go to 29. Let's go to 29. All right, negative 2.5 on that sell because we'll still be in there. All right, and this wouldn't be a trade we'll be interested in because it's 15 minutes before FOMC. So cool, would have avoided that loss. Nice, nice, nice. On the way to -3, where 90% of the trade would be off. Obviously here, from here to here, we have 20% to play with, right? So we can take maybe 10 off here or 5, depending on, what contracts, how many contracts you have left. With the sell, it gave us what? Yeah, more than enough contracts. More than enough contracts, yeah, have to take something off in the 50s or the 0.5s. Yeah, we're talking 30 ticks here. Seconds chart. I keep forgetting it's a seconds chart, right? So it's not really gonna be detrimental in terms of stop and now. We have 8 minutes. Mhm. Nothing for us here. Still managing our sell. Stop hasn't been adjusted since -2, so we're still at 0.5. I need to see this high go in the 1 minute. 15 seconds, nothing for me. Maybe this high here, using this 1 minute low. Yeah, stop wise. No, that's a hefty one. 59, still not um still nothing really in terms of on the grand scheme of things, 59 ticks. And we are on discount. Let's watch and see. Five minutes more. One minute. I want to see this bad boy here. Well, like that for the 1 minute. Now we go. By side. 52 seconds. It's currently here. So 15, 30, 44. Take this to 44 as well. Yep, definitely will be getting taken out of this cell here. Now 2.5. Ooh, 2.5. I see you, 2.5. I see you, I see you. All right, thank you. Let's watch the one we're on. Would have avoided this because it's before FOMC, post FOMC. Here's the setup. So let's watch it. Counter trend trade though, on all ends. No entry. Yeah, smash you out that. Counter trend trade on both ends, right? So you gotta think about that on those cells. Anyway, if you got into this would have been a fair loss. Can't make excuses for it. It's a loss. A loss is a loss. We'll be going to 44 here as well, because we're about to smash that bitch. We about to smash that bitch. I don't think derogatory or anything, but we about to smash that bitch. We watching it. We watching it here. Counter trend trade on both ends. In this market structure shift here, the highest high is here, so that's where our stop would be. So until this high goes, still would be in the sell here. And still in our buy. We haven't moved our stop yet. Okay, so still same risk that we put on the trade. But would have allowed you to take at least something off. Well, 30% comes off here, so if you wanted to take 10, 15, whatever, all right, just know that 30% of the trade will be off here. And we'll be out of this double counter trend trade. Cute. Watching is slow on the 1 minute. We can unsync this. Okay, another one. Few minutes on that. Few losses on this one, so it probably wouldn't even be on this one here. But we watch anyway. Oh yeah. After this loss here, that would have been it for this 15-minute. Allowed you to avoid this, and this we still don't know what the outcome of this will be. Don Julio, tastes like water on your lips. You had one too many sips. One minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 minute. I was watching this, right? Well, that is what we're watching here. We also have this too, if it gives it to you. Oh, we also have this on 15 seconds here, actually. We take that. And we drop down in here, take this low here. So, oh, we're watching that. One minute's confirmed. The second entry. Is it? -1 on the initial 1 minute sell here, this one. That means this one still in there. Taking that sell side, so we're taking that to 44, 59. -1, 50% of the trade-off, stop at 7.5. So this would be this 15 minutes setup, right? Yeah. So you took this loss here on the 15 seconds. Now, and to take another trade here, will have to be a 1 minute setup. Maybe potentially I could start collecting data on that going up in time. -2, 80% of the trade-off, stop at 50. Let's follow this one on here. -1 on that, stop to 7.5, which is here. Yeah, I don't like seeing that. There's too many lines here for me. minutes or not? Don Julio. Tastes like water on your lips. One too many. Everywhere's lit. On a Sunday and lit. This will be nothing for me here. Still that high on this time frame. Maybe now is a 1 minute. All right. You watching this by here? There go your entry. If you wanted in on that. PM session been more trickier than AM session, really. Still in here. All right. Low is all the way down here. So until we get down here, still in this buy. Wouldn't feel great about it though. But still would be in there. Stop for this one is right here. And we're still in this sell. You'd be getting bum fucked out of this one. Low 75, 75. And right at it. So yeah. Let's say you were still in there, then this is going to be a tick below. So let's say you were still in that trade. I would count it as a bust, to be honest, really and truly. Oh, but then we've already taken a trade for this time period. So you wouldn't be looking to take another trade within this time period. Yeah, the next one maybe, yeah, which is about to start right now here. Yep. Yep. So it's one trade per 15 minutes. If you get in one and you take a loss and the next one just pans out, share. The one you got in was just unfortunate. Wait for the next 15 minutes. Cool. So this 15-minute trade is the one would be in already and we wouldn't be looking to take another one. Q. Now that allowed us, right, to avoid this loss here. Negative 2.5. And 3, 4, 5, 7. This is 1. So we go to 14. Yeah, this would be 1. And this would be 2. Now we're on this 15-minute now. Cool. So that's how I can eliminate, not I can stop taking too many trades and eliminate some losses, right? So 1 per 15-minute interval. You got that trend line liquidity here. For those people that use that. That's two solid trades. Well, three. This one. Oh, not this one. We'll go back and see, but this is our last trade for the afternoon here. -3. We need that plausible deniability. For me, I would be out already, but yep, here we go. -3, 90% of the trade off. Trade is at break even. Let's walk through our trades. So we had this one, right? This would be count decent solid trade there. We had two multiple entries actually. So let's see where this one is at. -2 for that one. All right, and stop would be at 50. 80% of the trade would be off. So we had two here. And we would have had this loss here. Fair enough. 15-second chart. Wait for 1 minute maybe. I'll need to collect data on that. For 1 minute buy. I'm waiting on this. Same on the 15 seconds. Yeah, so we had this right here. Even if you didn't get on here, we had it for here. -2, go ahead. Oh, that means you be getting smashed out of this bitch, yeah? Yep, you be getting smashed out of this buy setup post FOMC. So win, loss, loss, loss if you took both 1 minute and 15-second time frame setup here. Nothing here. Would not be trading. Oh, there was this one. Yeah, would not be trading this one because it's 15 minutes before FOMC. All right, so no, 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 no. And this would have been valid. All right, this would have given you -2. All right, so yeah, this one here, wouldn't trade that. If you took that, would have took a loss. Okay, but it's quite a large range. All right, but meets all the criteria regardless, right? So yeah, loss, loss if you took it, and then a win here, -2 or -3 on this one, and still going. -4. All right, that will be terminus on this sell trade here for me because it's a counter trend trade. -5 smash as well if you have a runner, right? Keep going. Why stop there? You know what I mean? Think it's coming down for dealing range sell side. But as far as we're concerned, we would have got our solid trades already. All right, regardless of having losses in there, we would have got two solid trades that would have given us what we're looking for on the day. So with this, I'll need to see. This is the first of its kind here. It's not that big of a range, but in terms of candle wise and range wise, it's quite a big range. I haven't seen nothing like this, you know, as we've been collecting data. So it's something to make note. All right. Yeah, we're in discount. So valid trade, but with that range, Anyway, a loss is a loss. It is what it is. Here, we took buy side here. Displace, cause market structure shift here. Would have come and taken this out. Nothing wrong with that. Then the 1 minute. Okay, so if you take a L, I'm just spitballing here. Right now, I have one setup per session. Per session, per 15-minute period. I'm gonna collect data. I'm not making any changes yet, but if I take a loss on the 15 seconds, right, in that same 15-minute period, I can only enter maybe a 1 minute trade because this 1 minute trade did pan out. Or if you took a L here, fair enough. Wait for the next 15 minutes. We get the next 15 minute. It gives us the setup here. It's the same setup, all right? Just a lower entry than, the previous 15-minute entry, and 80% of the trade would be off and you'd be at break even now. So regardless, right? But still, I'll still collect data on that, one for one, right? 1 15-minute, what did I say 15? 1 15 seconds, 1 minute setup per a 15-minute interval. Let's check that out. Let's collect data on that. But for now, I'm sticking with my 1 per 15-minute interval. So would have took this loss here. Fair enough, nothing wrong with that. Would have gave you the trade here, and then the next 15-minute also gave you opportunity to jump on board on that trade there. So wouldn't missing out on anything really and truly, just a higher entry, right? But either way, you got what you needed out of the trade. So fair enough there. This would have been a loss. This is the FOMC interval. I'll collect more data on that. Fair setup, but like I said, the range, right? The range is more than I'm used to seeing, okay? Especially on the 15-second time frame. But tick wise, obviously, is nothing in terms of ticks, 59 ticks, I think it was. Still would be the same loss, right? Because our percentage of risk is the same each trade. Still would be the same loss, 250 with a 100K account. And then this initial sell from here, which gave us -2 and came to take us out at 0.5. Yeah. Fair trades there. I'm happy I was here today, all right, because I collected data and got closer to my model, my precision protocols in terms of how I know I cannot eliminate all losses, okay? But my goal here is to eliminate as much as I can, all right, that I can. But once I can eliminate, I want to eliminate those. That's what I'm saying. A loss here is fair, right? Nothing you could have done differently. Even this loss here, it's fair loss, right? Post FOMC, drop down, discount, displacement, market structure shift. Just like I was saying, that leg. It was still a pro trend trade, so there would have been nothing wrong with that. Would have been a loss. A loss is a loss. It is what it is. But yeah, would have made it back here. Nothing really in here. Oh, we talked about not trading 15 minutes before FOMC, right? That's just FOMC. FOMC, CPI, NFP. Those are the only ones. And then we had this sell here. Boom. Don't trade. Even if you did trade, that would have been a loss. Another loss. Well, this would be the initial loss, so you wouldn't have even been in this one because the initial loss was right here. Came and took your ass out there. Oh well. Yeah, that was the initial loss. So you took initial 15-second loss. We're waiting on a 1 minute setup now, right? We'll be waiting on a 1 minute setup. It wouldn't take another 15 seconds. Or either way, either you're waiting on a 1 minute or you're waiting for the next 15. Um, uh, I want to write something down for that so I can, have something in place. 15-sec loss. Wait 1 minute. Same 15-minute interval. Wait for 1 minute. 2. Wait for next interval. Arrivederci. All right, DJ. Solid PM session here for us. Took a lot out of this PM session, really and truly. I'm happy I'm here. All right. But this will be this 1 minute. If it's taking that, I'll be interested. If it hasn't taken to and through, baby, to and through. What's the high here? What's this page? What's the high? 714, 75, 714, 75. Same high, nothing there for me. To and through, baby, to and through it. To it and through it. To it and through it. To it and through it. Yeah. Yeah, took a lot out of this PM session. All right, I'm happy. Good solid tape reading session here. We did get 2 solid trades. If you didn't move the stop, you still be in here, but that's not for me. That's not my portion. Let's draw these out while we're here, all right? Make it easier for me when I'm closing my day out. When I close this day out, at least I'll have these. What are those? Like I said, I'm more drawn to here. But who knows, man? We can turn around right here and come and take dealing range buy side. Just let the candles do their things. All right, DJ. Yeah. Let's do a trade performance review. What I did well this PM session, PM session, is that I showed up. All right. Got 1%. I could have just took it off, obviously because we had a solid morning session, but I'm still not there yet, right? I still need to gain experience. Like if I didn't show up today, I wouldn't have obviously got the lessons that I got out of today, right? So I'm very happy and pleased with my performance today. Showed up, got 1% better, learned lessons, gained experience. I'll take into my next session, next trading day. All right, what I'm taking from this session is that I'll be collecting data on, hey, if I take a 15-second loss in the same, we're talking about same 15-minute intervals here, right? I have two outcomes, right? I can either during that same interval wait for a 1 minute setup if it presents itself, or just wait for the next 15-minute interval to give me a setup. This really opened my eyes to the potential of what could happen, right? In terms of my fast rule having one setup per interval, maybe one setup per interval per time frame, because I only have 2 time frames in me, which gives me 2 trades, or just wait for the next session. Still debating on that, all right? For now, all right, we have 2 outcomes of what we can do. We can either wait for the next interval or wait for a 1 minute setup within that same interval. if we're eager to get in the trade, right? If the 1 minute also presents a setup, because I'm not going to try and force the 1 minute to show me something that's not there. But yeah, the loss on the 15 seconds would have been this one. All right, then don't fit 1 minute entry here. But if you waited for the next interval, all right, either way, right, you were still in this trade here. Okay, so, and also another thing I learned, yeah, no, that was pretty much the gist of what I'm taking from this session. Okay, that's pretty much the gist of what I'm taking. Okay, another thing I will also take from this session is prior 15 minutes, that 15-minute interval before FOMC or before any high impact news. Out of the three that I just mentioned, NFP, FOMC, not that I trade NFP anyway, it doesn't pertain to me. FOMC and CPI really comes at 8:30, so none of them really pertain to me, but FOMC really and truly, because that's the only one that is in the PM session. Yeah, so yeah, that 15-minute, don't even bother. Don't even bother. This was this 15 minutes, so you wouldn't even, yeah, don't even bother. Even that 15-minute off that news, all right, that's something that I'm also going to be collecting data on if it makes sense, because this was it meets the criteria, right? It's gonna come in different shapes, different forms. Hey, it was just a loss today. That's fine. But yeah, where I fell short this PM session, I don't think I fell short anywhere really and truly. We just take reading, really trying to get closer to our model procedures and protocols, which we are getting really close and getting a lot of protocols and procedures down, right, for future price action. Because once again, our setup is not always gonna come looking the same. It's gonna be different, right? It's gonna come in different shapes and sizes, and I want to be able to identify all the variations that the setup is gonna come in. And obviously, like I said, I'm not gonna eliminate all my losses, and that's not my goal here. All right. I like the losses. I learn from the losses, and some losses you just can't avoid. I do want to eliminate as many losses as I can, right? Because risk management, capital preservation is my number one goal every time I'm in front of these charts. So that's my main focus, right? Limit the downside. How can improve for next day, next trading session is just keep showing up, all right? Keep seeking excellence in everything that I do, and don't let short-term adversity deviate from what I got going on. Yeah. Very proud of myself, very proud of you, baby girl, for keep showing up. Even though you could potentially be where you want to be, but there's still obviously more to learn, more to gain. The learning is never done. We never graduate here, okay? Keep going. Keep seeking excellence. Let's see what our schedule is looking like tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow is the last day of 2025, baby. All right, we'll be here. This is the first for me. Is it the first for me? I was here last year, but I don't even remember where in it. It was October. October, November, December. Yeah. This one won't be the first time, but I don't even remember what I was doing last year. I was probably on some different model or something. Actually, I think it was the same concept of model, still key lows, all right? It was still liquidity and displacement market structure. No market structure, just displacement. Actually, was I? And I was waiting for that low to be taken low. Yeah. It was similar concept, but not as advanced as I am now. But anyway, tomorrow, last day of the week. Woo! Woo! What a week. What last day of the week. Last day of the year. What a year it's been. God damn. Anyway, we have news tomorrow. So we'll be here tomorrow, kicking off at 9:15. Okay. Closing out our year. What an amazing year it's been. We'll talk more. I'll ramble on more tomorrow, okay, when we finish the year out. But until tomorrow, PM AM session, DJ, you know what it is, what it is, what it isn't. And it's still going. Banger, banger, banger. Let's see what that one, if you waited. Yep, would have hit its terminus right here. -4 on that trade line up perfectly with this liquidity line right here. Solid, solid, solid stuff. So either way, right? I had multiple opportunities to be on board on this train here. So Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. All right, DJ, that's it for me today. Solid day. Solid day. Yeah, it's a lot of solid days nowadays, man. I love it. I love it here for me. I love it here for me. I worked hard for this shit. Um, until tomorrow morning, DJ, you know what it is, what it is, what it isn't. I'm the trader here, signing out. Good luck, good trading. Never give up. You only fail when you quit. Happy hunting.